Kindy Rockstars. Prepare for a treat, let's meet and greet some bands and singers that are super sweet, making music that's fun for boys and girls. Help them learn about this great big world. Fun for the family, yes it's true, your kids will love it and you will too. Clap and dance and sing aloud, become a part of the Kindy crowd. These songs will make you move your feet and give your ears a great big treat. So settle in, grab your guitars, and let's get to know our Kindy Rockstars. Welcome, everybody, to Kindy Rockstars. My guest today is Irene Rose. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm thrilled to be here.
All right. Today we have a song feature from Irene and also a video feature. So we are doing this interview live today. So first question to you, Irene, is tell us how you got into Kindy music.
Well, I used to be, believe it or not, a country singer in Nashville. About 10 years ago, I got a record deal with the former vice president of Sony, and I worked out on Music Row, and I wrote songs for 5 hours a day, and I sang all the honky tonks, and I toured, and it was incredible. I was in my 20s, and I got cast on a reality show about up-and-coming stars, and long story short, producers basically wanted me to sell my soul to show business, and I just did not want to do that. So I walked away from the tour and the show and the deal and everything. And I came back to Charleston, where I'm from, and I started a children's entertainment company called Once Upon a Party. And I just felt like if you have a stage and a voice that people listen to, you really need to be saying something worth listening to. And that's what I started to try to do with my children's music, to use it as a platform to teach anti-bullying, telling the truth, kindness, loving your neighbor. So to use it as an educational tool in addition to entertainment. Wow.
That's a great story. I love it. Yeah, sticking to your guns.
It was not easy, but I've not regretted it. It's really given me a platform. I've gotten to tell the story a lot of times. I did a TED Talk with it. And even though it was a really hard situation to be in, it really was a catalyst for my future.
So how many children's albums have you done so far?
1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I have 4 of my own that I've written, and then this ministry, Life Action, took a bunch of my songs from different albums and made a compilation with like voice actors and a cartoon kind of thing. So 5, but 5.
Very good. So we're going to talk about one of your songs today, and it's called Grumpapotamus, and it sounds like this is one of the more popular ones you do. Live. I watched your promo video, and that song was name checked a couple of times. So,
yes.
So I'm going to give you the floor here and give us a little bit of a background on the song.
So I was at a party, and there was this little baby, and she was really just crying and fussing, and her grandma just looked at her and says, well, she's really just being a little crankopotamus, isn't she? And I thought, crankopotamus? I've never heard that word before, but that sounds like a song to me. So I wrote it down in my phone, and I just kind of started messing with it, and it turned into Grumpapotamus. I had no idea how popular it would be. That is the song that kids always ask for. And the point of it is just when you get grumpy, it turns you into this person that you don't want to be. It turns you into this monster, the Grumpapotamus. But then you can turn it back around by being grateful and counting your blessings. So I really hate the rain. I mean, an exorbitant amount. I get really grumpy in the rain. And just yesterday, I have a 1-year-old baby. I was sitting in my driveway, it's pouring down rain, and I was just like, oh, I hate this so much. And then I thought, wait, you wrote a whole song about this. Like, listen to your own messages. And so I took the baby out in the pouring rain, and I ran to the porch, and we stood on the porch for a minute, and I thought, no, we're going to go back out into the rain, and we're just going to dance and laugh in the rain. I'm not going to let my negative attitude affect my baby like this. So I go out, she's laughing, putting her hands up, I'm kissing her, we're spinning around. And I just thought it's really important not to let your own grumpiness affect other people, but to try to turn grumpiness into a positive experience.
Well, let's face it, it's a fun word to say.
It is.
And it's a good lesson for adults too.
My own songs literally minister to me so much where I'm like, okay, I teach kids this, I better do it.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and have a listen to the song. This is called Grumpapotamus by Irene Rose. Enjoy.
It was raining when I woke up and I left my lunch at home. I was super duper cranky, just wanted to be alone. All my friends tried to help me, said come and play with us, but I felt myself becoming a Grumpapotamus. Grumpapotamus, 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 oh no! Grumpapotamus, 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 oh no! An attitude of gratitude is a must, so count your blessings and don't be a Grumpapotamus. Well, the smoke came pouring from my ears and formed a black cloud. I was whining, I was crying, was no fun to be around. Purple spotted polka dots started to appear. From my nose to my toes, it was just as I feared. Grumpapotamus, 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 oh no! Grumpapotamus, 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 oh no! An attitude of gratitude is a must, so count your blessings and don't be a Grumpapotamus. Don't be a grumpy pants, just do a happy dance. Put on your party pants, just do a happy dance. Don't be a grumpy pants, just do a happy dance. Put on your party pants, just do a happy dance and smile. Grumpapotamus, 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 oh no! Grumpapotamus, 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 oh no! An attitude of gratitude is a must, so count your blessings and don't be a Grumpapotamus.
That was Grumpapotamus. All right, Irene, you've got a very good promo video that you're going to share with us here. So once again, I'm going to give you the floor. Tell us a little bit about how this got pulled together and the message it's delivering.
Sure. Well, I just filmed this a few weeks ago at Somerville Baptist Kids Camp, actually. They had a big summer camp with hundreds of kids, and I just thought it had been a few years since the pandemic since I'd done a promo video, and the kids from the first day were just really into it. They were fist pumping and laughing and getting up on stage with me. They'd never met me before. They were all about it. And so we had backflips going on. We had balls stuffed in kids' arms to show big muscles. We had the Grumpapotamus mask. So yeah, it was just a summertime thing. I had a library tour all across South Carolina where I would go around and do all the library shows for children. I lead worship for Camp Meeting, which is a week-long revival down here in South Carolina. Camps, conferences, schools, Christian and secular environments. And this is just a video that highlights a bunch of my music from different albums for all different kinds of audiences.
Perfect. All right. Well, here it is. Let's check it out.
'Cause love makes the world go round and round and round and round, and love makes the world go round and round and round and round, and love can shout without making a sound, because love makes the world go round and round and round and round.
The music was really, really good. I learned, like, be kind to people and don't be greedy and rude.
It was awesome. The kids loved it. You need her at your school. The kids will get into it. Such excitement.
God loves you. God loves me. God loves everyone. God loves you, God loves me, God loves everybody. Every boy, every girl, everybody in the world.
Her music has inspired not only grandmas, but all those kids just loved her.
My favorite song is Grumpapotamus.
Grumpapotamus, 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 oh no!
Everyone can be a Grumpapotamus, but they can always change from being a bully to being a nice person.
An attitude of gratitude is a must. So count your blessings and don't be a Grumpapotamus.
We just play one of our songs on the way to school, and then we would just pause and we would talk about the song. It's like a morning devotional, all in a song.
I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I can do all things, all things, all things. I can do all things.
Well, I learned from the song that you can do anything you set your mind to because God can help you if you set your mind to it.
Too high for God. What's too deep for God? What's too tough for God? I can do all things. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
One thing I learned is that good can overcome evil, and one thing I'm gonna change is have more faith in good.
Overcome evil with good. Overcome evil with good. Show 'em love like Jesus would, and overcome evil with good.
Are you looking for positive music for your kids? My songs teach the messages of positivity, loving your neighbor, telling the truth, standing up for what's right, and anti-bullying. I'd love to come to your church, camp, school, or conference and share my message of love and positivity with your kids.
All right, and that was your promo video. All right, let's talk a little bit about where people can find and download and stream your music, connect with you, and then anything else that you'd like to share with everyone.
Yeah, well, it's on all the typical streaming platforms. It's on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Reverb Nation. If you just Google Irene Rose, you'll find me. I have 2 old lady names, so I'm not, that common. But Spotify is probably the best place. You can order my albums if you're old school and you want to have some CDs on irenerosemusic.com, but it's on all the streaming platforms.
Great. All right. Anything else you want to share?
Yes, I've had the great opportunity to get to write for a television show called Fruit That Lasts, which is kind of like a modern day Mr. Rogers Christian show. It combines humans and puppets, and it teaches all about the Trinity. So it's a Christian-based show. I am an actress on the show, and I also wrote the theme song for it. So we have the pilot filmed, and we have a letter of intent from a television station saying that they want a full season. Yeah, so that's really exciting. Production is paused right now. Not quite sure the next step that we're going to take, but we know we're on a good path with that. If anybody's interested in hearing more about that project, please reach out to me, irenerosemusic@gmail.com. But I also write for children's book series that want to turn into cartoons or shows. My goal is I just really want to be, I don't want to say the next Mr. Rogers for kids, but he really inspires me. I want to be that type of a voice for children, to help them learn to do what's right through music and express themselves through joy.
Yeah, I think as I've grown into an adult and all that, I've also grown to appreciate what he represented and his show, and how we can probably use a lot more people like him.
Have you watched the movies on Netflix that have come out about him?
I haven't. I should, though.
I went to the theater with actually the author of the books, Fruit That Lasts, and I was so inspired just by the trailer, just by the commercial for the movie. I wrote 2 songs off of the commercial, and everything that comes out about Mr. Rogers, I watch and I take a notepad and I write. He just was so impactful for my generation, and I want to do that for the next one.
Awesome. Well, you've got a lot of really exciting things going on, and I appreciate you coming on the show. It's been great having you.
Thank you so much for having me, Patrick. This was great.
All right. Best of luck with everything.
Thank you.